Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. In this video, let's go over some did you know items about The Walking Dead. Long-time viewers that's been watching since season 1, I'm sure you know most of these things, but check them out and see if there's one or more that you don't. Did you know John Bernthal auditioned for Rick in the beginning and Red together and ultimately decided Andrew Lincoln's definitely Rick and John's going to be Shane? You know Norman Reedus auditioned for Merle. He really wanted to be in the show. But they had already cast Michael Rooker for Merle, so they ended up writing a new character, one that wasn't in the comics, and created Daryl and gave Norman Reedus that part. Something similar happened to Sonequa Green, who auditioned for Michonne. And when the time came, they really liked that actress so much, they're like, let's create this character that's not in the comics. And they created Sasha. Did you know Laurie Holden originally auditioned for Laurie? Did you know Chad Coleman auditioned for Morgan? Did you know Matthew Lillard was the second choice for Negan? And did you know they considered Matt Morgan, the wrestler, for Abe? And on the auditioning thing, the actor that got the part for Pope also auditioned for Negan. Did you know the song Space Junk, which was played at the very end of the very first episode in season 1? It was also played as Rick flew away on the helicopter, his very last episode in season 9, episode 5. Did you know NBC and HBO turned down The Walking Dead before AMC picked it up? Did you know that Summer returned? Yep, the actress that played the little girl in the very first episode returned, the makeup looking the same and everything. She didn't have a big part. She was just walking in the distance and some cars, you can see her there. But the makeup looked the same and everything. A much older actress, of course. But that was the 100th episode that she returned in. Season 8, episode 1. Did you know in Fear the Walking Dead, Season 6, Episode 12, Dwight's son had a part with him, played his actual son in the show? And did you know that Jeffrey Dean Morgan's son, Gus, played a zombie? He was the one the kids were teasing through the fence in Season 11, Episode 5. Did you know Melissa McBride didn't even have to audition at all? She had worked previously with Frank Darabont, and he said, hey, you want to be Carol? And there you go. Ethan Embry, who appeared in Season 6 as Carter, he had originally read for the pilot episode, auditioning for both Shane and Rick, and he even auditioned for other parts throughout the other seasons before getting that part as Carter in Season 6. Did you know that Dr. Edwin Jenner from Season 1, his name was taken from the English researcher who discovered the smallpox vaccine in 1796, Dr. Edward Anthony Jenner? Did you know Rick's hand gets chopped off in the comic book? It gets chopped off by the governor. So Rick in the comic was a lot like Aaron in the show, but he didn't have a hand from the point of the governor at the prison all the way through everything else. Alexandria, all-out war with Negan, the Whisperers, and even Commonwealth.
You think you could feed my dog?
Did you know in Season 9, Episode 15, Daryl signs to Connie to ask her to feed dog while he goes out? But he messes it up and actually signs, do you think you could eat my dog? An interpreter told the producers, hey, we might need to reshoot that, but they chose to leave it in as a joke. Did you know Carol's kids in the show were all siblings? In The Walking Dead Seasons 1 and 2, Sophia is portrayed by actress Madison Lentz. Henry is later introduced in The Walking Dead Season 7. He's played by Maxon Lentz, Madison's younger brother. After a 6-year time jump in Season 9, Henry's role required an older teenage actor, so they just went to the older brother, Matt, older brother of Maxon and younger brother of Madison. So that was really cool that the 3 siblings got to play Carol's kids through the seasons.
That one. No, it's not.
And if you remember back in Season 5, Episode 1, they showed us parts of the origin story of Terminus. And they showed this guy, this brutal guy throws Mary back in the train car, I'm sure after raping and beating her, and he picks another girl. That's the same guy that Glenn, Rick, and the others let out of that container. Crazy guy with tattoos on his face ran out at Rick and said,
We're the same! We're them! We're the same!
and what he meant by that, some people say that's not the same guy, but it totally is. Mary and the rest left him locked up going crazy, probably torturing the dude after they retook Terminus from them. But the reason he said we're the same, he's really talking to the Terminus people like, look, you take the place back over and start eating people, What makes that so different than us? We're both bad people. We're the same. So he wasn't talking to Rick. He was actually talking to Terminus people when he said that. But hey, it's been 12 years, 11 seasons. There are so many Did You Knows throughout the Walking Dead seasons, behind the scenes, the cast, just everything. I'm sure you have a few. Let me and the others know down in the comments. Let's share a few, talk about it, stretch it out a little bit more down in the comments. You know I'll join you there. And if you haven't, definitely check out the channel and subscribe. There's tons and tons of videos on the comics, on every season, just about all kinds of topics you can check out and relive The Walking Dead whenever you want. I hope to see you in the comments. This is James in Nashville. As always, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more Dead stuff.